Hello everybody, Don't Blink here again, and you guys might not recognize this game, and that's because it just came out today, and I don't think very many people know about it. It's called Alien Swarm, and it is free on Steam. Alien Swarm originally was a mod for Unreal Tournament 2004, way back in the day, 6 years ago. And it was very successful. I think it won a bunch of awards and stuff. I never played it personally, but that's just because I didn't really have a PC capable of playing it back then. But the people who made it were eventually hired by Valve, and they went on to help make Left 4 Dead 1 and Left 4 Dead 2, and now they're making Portal 2. But I guess some of them kind of splintered off, and Valve had them work on this game. I don't really know the full story behind it, but as far as I know, it's just some of the members of the original team that made the mod back in the day were tasked with working on a new version, and this one uses the Source engine, and from what I've read, it sounds like it's basically open source. Modders are able to go into the Source software development kit and compile the source code for this game and alter it in any way they see fit, as far as I'm aware. But if you're not into the coding and stuff, it also has a tile-based level editor. So because of those two things, and as well as the fact that this game is free, I think that this game is going to get a really nice modding community going. They also implemented some cool new features for the Source engine. As far as I'm aware, this is the first Source-based game to have a third-person perspective. So the Source SDK should have support for third-person perspectives from now on. It also is the first Source-based game to have depth of field, and it also has some shadowing improvements from what I've read. So that's all cool, and I wasn't really expecting that much from this game, but it is very, very good and a lot of fun. The controls are very responsive, the graphics are good, as you can tell. It runs incredibly smoothly, and it's fully featured as far as I'm aware. It has like 40 weapons, 64 achievements, 8 different unique characters with 4 different classes. And it's fully cooperative. You can go online and play with up to 3 of your friends or enemies or family members, what have you. And if you're just playing by yourself like I am here, you can use the F1 through F4 buttons to switch between the different members of your squad. And the different classes are, you have your leader, who's also like an explosives expert, and then there's also like a heavy weapons person, a medic, and a tech person. I started out as the leader, but now I'm using the tech class because I switched to it when I was hacking earlier. But right here I'm going to hack again. And the hacking minigames are pretty fun and unique. I haven't really seen anything like them in other games. The one I did earlier was kind of similar to some of the BioShock hacking minigames, but that one that I just did right there was interesting. It took me a while to get the hang of it. This is my second run-through of the offline practice mode level. My first run-through was just a little bit long. It wouldn't have fit on YouTube, so I chose to go through it again and hopefully get some better gameplay so you guys can kind of see what this game is all about. I highly recommend checking this game out. It's a lot of fun, and it's completely free, so really you don't have an excuse to not check this game out unless you don't have a computer capable of running it. But like I said before, it runs quite well, and as far as I'm aware, the system requirements are pretty low. But yeah, right here my medic wouldn't let herself be healed, but I am really looking forward to getting some cooperative online action going in this game. So if any of you guys are interested in doing that, just friend me on Steam. My Steam ID is Don't Blink, and it should be a lot of fun. And coming up pretty soon, there's actually a puzzle that I had to complete, and it's a pretty cool puzzle. The Source engine is notorious for having really good physics, and since this is a Source-based game, they implemented some physics-based puzzles, and I wasn't expecting that, but it's a pretty cool addition. You can also summon health packs and ammo packs and a number of other things. So I think this game is really going to foster team play, and if you have a group of friends who play games on the PC, then you guys should be able to have a lot of fun playing this game. I think it's going to prove to be a very rewarding cooperative experience. And some other things you can do is, as the explosives expert or the leader of the squad, you can weld doors shut and unweld them open. So you can block entrances and exits to areas so that enemies can't get through and stuff. So that's pretty cool. There are also explosive barrels hanging around in many different places. You have an evasive roll that you can use, so if you get into trouble you can just roll out of the way. Although I haven't really gotten the hang of that just yet. Something else that's interesting is when you reload, you move more slowly. So you kind of have to be careful about when you're going to reload. You don't want to do it when you're in the middle of a really crazy battle. And right here, here's that physics puzzle. You have to shoot the barrels to knock that big cement cylinder down so you can get across the bridge. And then the other thing about reloading is it kind of has something borrowed from Gears of War, in that when you reload, there's a little bar at the bottom of the screen. And once it goes over this white block, and if you press the reload button again when it goes over the block, then it speeds up your reload time. So that's pretty cool. And if you reload before your clip is out of ammo, then you lose the bullets that were in the old clip, which isn't something you see very often in modern video games. Some do that, but not very many. This sequence was really cool. The first time I played it, I was very impressed that they included this. It's just like an arena mode where you're going down in this elevator and the aliens start coming up and dropping down. And here I've deployed a combat flare, and what they do is they increase your accuracy, because obviously you have better visibility and stuff. But here it went into slow motion. I don't know why it did that, but it was a really cool effect. And I don't know, it just made me feel like a badass when I was playing this sequence. It reminded me a lot of the elevator sequences in Metal Gear Solid 1. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that game, but that's one of my favorite series, actually, is the Metal Gear series. Hopefully one day I'll be able to do a commentary on one of those games, because I don't know, something about those games, the cinematic experience that they have is just fantastic, and the voice acting is amazing. Solid Snake's voice is always funny. But anyway, I'm just going to town on these aliens, taking them out. There are lots of different weapons in this game. I haven't unlocked them all or tried them all, but the shotgun is very cool. It has a very wide spray. And yeah, that's basically it. I don't have that much more to say about this game other than go and check it out, because it's a lot of fun. And it's definitely a nice change of pace when compared to other first-person shooters and just other games that I play a lot. It's much more casual, in my opinion. I'm playing right now on normal mode, but there's there are two harder difficulty levels, with the top one being insane, although I haven't unlocked the insane difficulty level yet. But yeah, I'm hoping that this game is really going to foster a nice modding community and get some good mods out and lots of custom levels and stuff. And it should be pretty cool. So if you haven't checked this game out yet, I highly recommend it. And yeah, I'll just leave you guys with the rest of this gameplay. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. See you guys later.